Hi, and welcome to Odyssey of Ascension. It's Roxanne once again. It is Friday's channeling. I almost said it. It's Friday's channeling. Thank you all for tuning in once again. And we have a big crowd here tonight, and someone very special brought me flowers all the way from South Texas. She came up to visit me today. How sweet of her. Aren't they pretty? And the colors together? Oh my God.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, thanks, Don. Next Wednesday is Q&A. I have some people sending in questions, and keep doing it. And then we'll get the first half on Wednesday and the rest of it on Friday. Yeah, cool. Probably about 40, 50 questions usually. You guys ready? Here we go. All right, so let's talk about something here. Let's talk about your choice of life, guys. I want you to understand a point of view. It's called your arrogance. It's you, are you fucking kidding me? Attitude. That is a truth of separation that beholds you, because in the allowance of others, the meek shall inherit the earth. All others shall be divided. And what you guys are doing is finding two paths to choose. There's many, many paths, but you have a structure, a nation, an algorithm of your, let's say, diplomacy of life, your republic. You project yourself in a certain way. A, victim, or B, God. Victim is something is causing something. Something is causing something to you. You're subservient. The idea of Tiberius said something last week that was excellent. Wednesday. Humanity knows only two ways. Leader or follower. Tyrant, servant. Because you guys are polarized. Don't fucking discount that. You don't know another way to live. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. There's other ways to live. Until you realize choice. And now you have choice. You don't even need to constitute fear in any way, shape, or form. Because if you really looked at your life and you broke it down and you got your little logical mind out and your logical pencil and start really doing your own freaking research that you rely on everyone else's dependency except the God that I know, and you really look at your fears that are 10, 15, 20, 25 years old, that you just drag that bitch into the now. And you're afraid, and you play these excuses because you're so afraid of failure. You're so afraid of disconnection to the connection that you made, and the connection is your addiction, and the addiction is separation. And you cycle and cycle and cycle, and you keep going that way. So the idea is you can be a fearful, a victim, running through life, or you can be a God. And you're both gods either way. You're just a God that you've always been, scared, wondering what. Trying to figure out, or the God that allows. Now I'm going to talk about this God, okay? The allowing God doesn't care what people's opinions are. Because the moment you depend on an idea of someone else's feedback of your worth, you're fucked. Why do I need another person to tell me I'm worthy? Why can't my own truth be, let's say, no need for justification? Why can't I just speak a truth? And then if I see something in my eyes, in my reality that's just there, right, just reality is, and I gotta make a point that you're fucking wrong! That's what I gotta do. See, that's a person that's very recognizable. That's you separated. Now, the meek shall inherit the earth, and that's not a joke. And it's not like everyone else is gonna die. Don't go there, you're fucking scared. Don't go there, this is gonna happen, because you always think in finalities, finish lines, done. It doesn't work that way. Humanity has killed itself millions of times and you're still fucking here. Get over it. All right. So you move yourself in that fearful idea to where it's one or the other and there's no finish. Is the truth, there's no finish. You're either this fearful idea and you have to finish it. No, there's nothing like that. There's now choice, freedom. And you don't have to put yourself out there to make a point so you look around in the room and go, yeah, don't you think they're wrong? They're wrong, aren't they? Yeah, we'll say something so we can make ourselves feel good as separatists. The arrogance of humanity right now stinks. How many of you fill out an employee application. White, black, off-white, off-black. You got a whole bunch of freaking things now. Where the fuck is the human race? No one will do that because you guys are big babies and separate. And here's why you're a baby. Because you need that idea of an island to be gratified. Addiction. 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 That island, you, in a separate that says, I am this culture, I am this race, I am this political. So you can get some kind of connection. See the mask that you wear. See the mask that you wear. If you're seeking an idea of bragging, preaching, soapbox. Look what I did. Look at me. Look at me. Okay? All of these things tell the self of experience that it has to connect to humanity in one way or another. And it will lie, cheat, steal, claw, murder, do anything to connect. It will speak, it will preach, it will teach. You will always seek connection. And that's the addiction you need to see. Because when you're meek, you allow. And when you allow, you shepherd. You light. You bring back into the fold of the wholeness of all the separated selves you created out of the constitution of separation and all the values of other people's authorities before your mind, before your eyes that said, I am and you are not. And you said, you're right. Yes. You were taught, you fuckers, relax. Don't kick your own ass because you were taught to hate. You were taught to separate. Those are yourselves that keep you from the meekness of the allowance that you are. Let someone else brag. And if it really pisses you off that they're bragging, then you have recognized your separated self that lives for the connection. That is the dope dealer. That is the drug that keeps you going. That keeps you seeking and wanting to be part of something. You are whole. And I'm not talking about, see, here's where humanity gets fucked. Here you go, ready? You guys think you're kind of whole. You're an individual singularity, but you're not whole. Bullshit, you're all that is. You're God. For fuck's sakes. You are God. The one, the only God. So am I. Hi. How you doing? Good. So, see, there's no difference. We all have just point of view, awareness, POV, point of view. That's it, that's it, that's it. But you guys can't see yourself as whole because it's too much. It's too big. But when you are whole, how can you ever need another? You're not empty. You're not lack. There's no piece of the pie. There's no empty part of your heart when you are whole. And the only way to get there is to allow creation to show you what it is. If you are separated and you are an idea of a separated, if you're going on this construct, if not, go to another channel. Have fun. See you later. But if you believe you are a separate idea, okay, giving yourself the memory of not being connected, the vibrational feeling, if you believe that, then everything you're looking at is love. Don't be so arrogant to think that it's something else. I want someone to come to me, and I'll be here in Roxy's eyes whenever you want, and show me stone cold proof of evil. Where is it, guys? You're calling ISIS evil? I'm calling them a show. You're calling the devil evil? Have you ever met him? I'm calling attachments of different idea entities jumping onto you. Is that a plan? Or is that something to fucking talk about? Because you need connection. You need a drug. You need someone to say, God, I'm sorry for you. And you're going, yeah, because I don't know how to love myself. Because I'm empty. I have a chasm. And it's the chasm between me and all that is. And I seek objectively for that connection. And I will play the pity. I will play the heart of justification for my validation of myself in subjectivity to an authority. I will slave myself to have connection. Bless you. But what I want is to know me in wholeness. So I must accept all the fears of the world to see in my world, in any now, in every now, it's not happening. Oh, you'll fucking get to the news though, and then you can tell Betty Joe. Oh, did you see what happened over there? Oh, it's so terrible. It's just crazy. Look, did you see what happened? Oh my God. And you're fucking talking about, and you're just feeding that drug. You're feeding, you're feeding, you're feeding, you're feeding. Your busybodies, your naysayers, your backbiters, you're doing everything you can to be connected. But the meek shall inherit the earth. The ones that allow. Can you imagine someone lost? Suicidal, screaming, hollering, and they find you and you bring them in? But see, you don't bring them in on compassion. You don't give them money or help or all the detailed bullshit. No. See, you're beyond that. You're a master. Masters don't fucking fuck with details because masters know something. What bursts details? Oh yeah, right? Vibration. So you allow them to play endlessly in your garden, in your presence. You don't feed back, you don't justify, you don't do anything of those sorts. You don't preach, you don't do any of it. You just allow. You just allow them to come into your heart, and they only see the light that they are, and now they have a choice. If they don't make them, fuck them. Kick them out. Have fun. Have a Coke and a smile. See you next round. Because you're not obligated to anybody, and if you are obligated, then you're looking at yourself as something of a servant. And if you think you're a servant, you're only constituting the same thing you were birthed as. Subservient. Look at the cycle. Look at this. This is not logic. There's a big difference. This is fucking intelligence. There's a big difference. So start to see yourself, if you want to choose the fearful path of life and be a victim, always trying to figure out your life through a standpoint of I'm not allowed to be fucking God. Or become God, but not the God that creates things, that makes money, does this and has all these earthly outcomes. Because those are so small. My God, they're so small from what you can perceive. What you can actually manifest in your life, but it's not you, it's the whole of you. But your arrogance said, I'm not a creator if I can't create a suitcase full of money so I can have my safety and security. That's not relationship to reality. That's relationship to separation of reality. You seek nothing that you not have now, because all wants are lack, period. All wants or lacks, all desires, all dreams, all hopes, anything out of the now is you being an idea of I'm not good enough. And that vibrates your vibration, your isness, your self-worth, your worthiness field of operation that the will of the now constantly feeds, and all you give it is the same song and dance because you're afraid to release the idea as I don't need that. And I'll accept the Father that I am, the Creator that I am into my heart, into my self. And I shall be that in action of daily allowance to allow others to be themselves so they may see the light within me. And then they get to choose. See, right now they can't choose. They don't know they have a choice. You now know you have a choice. Give them the choice to either choose the fear and continuation and let them start to fuck it up and grind it and figure it out and scream and holler and do everything that you've done to get to this now. But if you're here and you're now, then none of your fears have played out. It's all a dance. It's a dance with addiction. It's a dance with separation. Because you knew nothing else. And the moment you start to know yourself in the depleted idea of an unknown God, of an unknowable God that you are, that you can't put definitions or edges on yourself. When you start to approach that life and be the continuum of the now, then remembrance shall occur because there is nothing deflecting it, which is you, your whole life. Nothing that says, I gotta stop, because that's been you. Because you gotta be smart, and I know why you want to be smart, and I know why you want to be intelligent, because you're connected, because it gives you some kind of self-worth. I'll call it pride. Look what I did. Yeah, and that fills, and God, you feel connected, and that's what you need. That's the tug you guys been looking for your whole fucking life. Choose which way you want to go. Now it's a choice. Allowance or victim. Choose the fear. It's okay. God, listen, gods. It's okay. But don't shit on other people because you don't have the balls to choose the meekness. Give them a chance to find themselves. Or not. It's up to you. But if you have awareness, it is not a right or a wrong. It's a wisdom. And we need masters. That's it. I love you guys. Bye. Hi guys. We love you. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you on Q&A on next Wednesday. Mwah. Bye.